spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Brought to you by Ford, the better idea people, who invite you to see their exciting new cars and the first new truck for the 80s. By the folks at your Sears Tire and Auto Center, where you can depend on straight talk, good values, and satisfaction. Help keep your car going at Sears. By Budweiser, for all you do, this Bud's for you. And by STP gas treatment and STP oil treatment.
All right, we're back with another edition of Chap Dog Sports Talk. This is the wide world of other sports Super Bowl Epilogue Show, brought to you by Chapman Law, serving Southern California's business and transactional legal needs, as well as estate planning, regulatory affairs, and pre-litigation matters. And also brought to you by Chap Dog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines and biting sports commentary. Check that out at chabdog.com, where you can find the copies of the show and some headlines and assorted other things. We got a little bit of an empty house here, but we got two very important people to take you through the next hour. You got me, El Chapdog. I'm the founder and creator of the show, and Brandon Chapper's my name. And we also have Brian Gabby Keller, who I've known a long time and runs the Sports Rock site, a great site for just a mixture of sports and maybe some rock and roll and music. Is that when you started that Facebook page, what were you thinking? Just kind of that you like sports and music and you want to combine them?
Yeah, that was kind of the idea there. It was just a strange thing I had to do. Hang on a second here. I got a problem with the sound. Okay, sorry.
Sure. Yeah, so, I mean, I love it because that's where my head's at a lot is, rock and roll and sports. I also am kind of addicted to movies and TV, so that tends to play a part in my show, and got a bunch of clips here today to throw in. We're in the kind of vacuum period where there's no more football. Got to make do without Father Football.
Well, we do have the NBA All-Star game.
Oh, I know. Did you watch the any of the festivities yesterday? I saw a little of the 3-point contest. That is pretty impressive the way those guys can do that. I mean, I don't know how often you try 3-point shots, but they make it look so much closer than it really is.
I probably attempted, but I'm not. For some reason, I can't get a basketball off more than 15, 20 feet. I'm lucky.
Uh-huh.
Never get a ball out there that far,
Yeah, it takes a lot to heave it that far, and it's amazing what those guys can do, and those women can do. I don't know if you've seen Caitlin Clark shoot, but she's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've watched some of that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So reminded me of the opening cut reminded me of the agony of defeat.
Oh yeah. Did you like the Wide World of Sports intro?
Yeah, I remember. I used to watch that all the time back in the day.
I know.
I talked about that guy. He said, "Hey, Mr. Agony," the skier that showed crash there.
I just never forgot that intro. The agony of defeat and the skier with his skis going everywhere. Crashing and burning. I mean, it's terrible. Ski jumping is really dangerous, but it is fun to watch when it works. I mean, sometimes it's beautiful.
Well, just skiing in itself is pretty dangerous. You saw what happened to Lizzie Vaughn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do have one skiing clip here. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can even find it. I think I can't find it. I may not have uploaded it, but I saw one guy go 630 feet. I think that's the world record is something like 2 football fields. Can you imagine?
300 something.
600 plus
Yeah.
feet.
Wow.
Have you been watching any of the Olympics?
Just what I see comes up on the internet here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I saw that guy that fell.
Yeah. The hard thing is that it's, for me, I like certain sports and so certain things, and if I'm not going to get to see those things, then I don't really want to watch it. So I don't want to be subjected to like 2 hours of ice dancing. The ice skating. Sorry, that's not my bag. That's not my thing. I like the skiing, the ski jumping, the curling. Curling's really become a big sport now. A lot of people are starting to do that.
Yeah, that's a really strange one for me, but I get it.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the thing that a lot of people feel like they could at least try and maybe do a little bit because it makes sense. It's like shuffleboard on ice,
Yeah.
And did you hear about the controversy? There was some big controversy because Canada and Sweden the men were nearly came to blows on the ice because of some allegations by Sweden that Canada was breaking the rules. Did you hear
Yeah,
about that?
I heard something about that. I'm not sure exactly what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as I understand, and I can't show clips because NBC watches that like a hawk and won't let me put it up on here. But in curling, the guy that throws the rock, the circular granite thing that you throw down the ice, you have to release that thing before it gets. I think before it gets past this line called the hog line, and Canada was allegedly, the guy that was throwing that piece was allegedly releasing it and then touching it after it got past the hog line somehow, and that's illegal. But I mean, my point is they had officials there that were ruling on this, and those officials said there was no problem. So, I don't know what the big deal is if the officials cleared it. But the players didn't like each of the Canada and Swedish players Canadian and Swedish players really didn't like each other, and the one guy said blank off to the other guy.
Yeah.
But the U.S. actually has a pretty good curling. Has had some good curling results. We got a silver medal in the I think it was the mixed pairs, which was quite a big accomplishment. And I kind of think that you're going to see curling clubs springing up here in the United States more and more. Because to me, it's kind of like, it's a little like pickleball. It can be a very social thing, It's indoors. People could play a game. It's kind of like bowling, you could go and play a game and have some food and drink while you're doing it.
That's why I like bowling.
It's just, it probably is expensive, to put that kind of thing together. You have all the ice being maintained correctly, and
you
need a certain. What do you think? Would it work in would it work in Palm Desert?
Yeah, they have a ice ring out there. That's funny because like my granddaughter was going to some hockey lessons, believe it or not, out in I think it was El Segundo. Where all the businesses, those
yeah, I know. El Segundo's right near where I live. Yeah.
They're like warehouses, and they have a hockey place in there. It's a big giant freezer, basically.
Yeah, El Segundo's a lot of businesses there. That's where I think that's where George Brett grew up,
Yeah, yeah, it is.
and
Oh, yeah, I remember
they got a nice batting cage facilities there for kids to train for their batting and but anyway, maybe they'll put a curling rink in or two, one or two in Southern California sometime soon here.
perhaps, yeah.
We'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, that's another sport I like in the Winter Olympics. The bobsleds, I think the bobsled and the skeleton are kind of cool.
Yeah, those could be fun.
We can go into the results of the Olympics so far. As usual, Norway is on top, and then but close behind Norway is Italy in terms of the medal count.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't surprising. Italy usually does pretty well in the Winter Olympics because of they have a lot of mountains in Italy for the skiers, and it's it's interesting the hometown effect too. There's like wherever the Olympics are held, sometimes I think helps the medal counts, and
Yeah, home field.
United States is third, and that's a pretty good showing so far. We're hanging in there within striking distance of the top, and then France is right behind us. Notable, country not there is Russia, which usually does well.
I noticed that too. I thought, are they even in this thing?
No, they're not even allowed to participate.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
It's kind of, I don't know how you feel about that. I kind of got mixed feelings about that because I feel like the Olympics should really be apolitical, and I mean, for God's sakes, they had Olympics in Nazi Germany. You remember that? 1936, I think.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and it was just stupid. Like we boycotted that one Summer Olympics, 1980, I think.
What's that? Oh, well, yeah, the boycotting in the Olympics too. That happened.
The Russians boycotted us in '84.
Mm-hmm. And we boycotted them.
Yeah, we boycotted them in '80, and they boycotted us in '84.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. It's just you wish that politics wouldn't filter into sports, but it does, and so that's a big. I guess it's going to help the United States in terms of its results not having Russia there.
This might be a surprise. This might be a surprise here. That Canada has no gold yet.
Really?
Yeah, 3 silver, 4 bronze, but no gold.
Yeah, that's not a good showing for them.
No, not.
Yeah.
The guy from Brazil won a medal.
Oh yeah, Brazil.
Yeah.
There can't be too many South American gold medals or medals in the history of the Winter Olympics, right?
Yeah, we remember the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yes. So let's see, just to pick up where we left off last week, we did talk a little bit about Art Donovan. I can play this clip from the Tonight Show when Art Donovan was on. This is played under Section 107 of the Copyright Act for educational and recreational purposes. But I will play this. Wish we had more guys like him around.
Hit me right in the face with the ball. Boom, down I go. In the rest of the game, I rushed the pass the license.
He drilled you, right?
He hit me, boy. He hit me. Of course, you can't do too much to my face, but...
Who was the toughest player you ever was in the game?
There were a lot of tough guys. I would let my peers down if I said there was one tough guy. I think the dirtiest guy I ever saw was the guy that played on my team. And he played right behind me. His name was Bill Pullington.
What do you mean dirty? What did he do?
He's dirty. I mean, he'd do anything. He was indecent, really. And he's rushing the passer one time, and tried to clothesline the guy. I mean, hit him in the throat.
Right.
Only missed his throat and he hit him in the helmet. And this guy's out on the field. This guy's not even moving. He looked like he was shot to death. And Pellington goes back in the defensive huddle. He says, "Damn it, I hurt my arm on that guy." Well, he missed his throat. He hit him in the helmet, and he broke his arm, broke it right straight through, and played 5 plays with a broken arm.
That's tough.
I'm telling you, the next year they outfitted him with a steel brace. And we'll watch him in the movies going around hitting people like with a sledgehammer. The offensive lineman for the Packers named Billy Houghton came in the defensive huddle and said to the official, "Why don't you give the son of a bitch a gun and let him do a clean job?"
Yes, sir, it's that good old American pastime, folks.
That's our Donovan. If anybody didn't remember him.
Yeah, I remember him.
Brian, you might be muted. I'm not sure.
Hang on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
But you got
Yeah.
me?
Yep. Our Donovan from the Baltimore Colts. I know he played for the Colts. Back in the days when. What's that?
Did he ever coach? Didn't he coach?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he was a coach. He was a character. He was definitely a character. I got let's see, while we're on the topic of football, I got Sonny Jurgensen throwing the ball behind his back. You want to see that?
Yeah.
Let's see that. This is the original behind the back pass that Patrick Mahomes, I guess you could say, maybe he perfected it, but Sonny Jurgensen was the first to actually do it. Woo!
Jurgensen of the Eagles back. Almost trapped here. And he throws one behind him. Pete Retzlaff got that ball, goes to the 34.
Yes. Sonny Jurgensen.
Mahomes kind of does it on a plan. That guy didn't do that plan there.
No. Yeah. Like, the guy just happened to be in the right spot.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
You see more of the
anyway,
quarterback tossing it out though these days.
I know one thing we do need to discuss is college basketball. Okay. Let me look at the rankings here. Arizona actually lost yesterday. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so they're definitely falling from the top perch there because they lost this week. They lost to Kansas, and then they lost to Texas Tech just yesterday.
Yeah.
So they're not. I don't think they're the best team in the nation. Period. I just think that was kind of a mistake. Michigan is really looking tough. They just destroyed UCLA. Did you know that they played yesterday? And
yeah, I heard about that one. UCLA is one team that I have at least followed to some extent. They haven't been great in the last 20 years, I guess, but
no, it's been a long time for UCLA since they had their run in the early 2000s. I think when they went to the Final Four a few times, didn't they?
Yeah. And then they 80s a little bit, 90s a bit. I think
and then they did win it with Steve Lavin in it wasn't Steve Lavin or I forgot who they won it with, but it was 1995, I think, or 96.
Yeah. Is that with O'Bannon?
Yeah, the O'Bannon brothers and Tyus Edney. Remember the full court miracle play that he did against, I think it was Missouri. But they're
beat the hell out of them, didn't they?
Yeah, they're going to be lucky. UCLA will be lucky to make the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
But they're in the Big Ten, so you know
Yeah.
that gets them a long way in terms of respect. Houston's number 3. They got a great record. Same story there as always. You know, real scrappy, fast team that rebounds well, plays hard. So they'll be up there, and obviously Duke is 4, and they're a powerhouse. You seen Duke at all?
I haven't watched them this year. You know, they kept coming around. Every time you think they were done, they're there again.
Yeah. Oh, they got somebody, the son of, I think it's the son of Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer, huh? Yeah.
Duke had a pretty good player named, I think it was Carlos Boozer, and this is his son playing on this team, along with assorted other talented guys. And now another team that was kind of under the radar but had a great game yesterday is Iowa State. Okay, Iowa State is number 5, and they destroyed Kansas. Okay, they won by about 20 points. So that was on TV too. I saw a little of the highlights of that. And Kansas is kind of loaded. They got you know, I think they got 5 guys, and most of those really talented guys, and most of those guys didn't play together last year on Kansas. They just decided to get together and help Kansas this year.
One of the surprises might be Nebraska there.
And then Nebraska has had a great year. They're 21-2, so in the Big Ten, that's impressive. That team is for real, you know.
Right, they're not a basketball powerhouse, really, but
no,
doing good this year.
Yeah, a lot of Big Ten represented here. ACC, North Carolina is number 11. Then you got Gonzaga, Purdue, Florida, the defending champion. Florida is 13. They're still pretty formidable team, but I think their guard play is not good enough. They lost that Walter. What's his name? The guy that they had last year who kind of was their leader. He's gone. And so I wouldn't count on them repeating. And anything else in the top 20 worth mentioning?
Miami of Ohio is 24-0.
Yeah, they're ranked 23rd.
Yeah.
But the problem is they play in that kind of forgotten conference, right? Is it the Missouri Valley or something, or the minimum? I don't know what it's called.
One of those, the minor conferences. Yeah, not a lot of respect.
Yeah, so I can't really imagine that lasting.
They play people like Bowling Green and Western Michigan and Buffalo.
Well, I hope you participate in our NCAA pool this year.
So you're doing the March Madness?
What's that?
Are you doing a March Madness thing? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the March Madness. Yeah, we do the pool competition. Yeah, if I don't say so myself, I'm working on a dynasty for that because I won it 2 years in a row.
I could give that a shot.
Yeah, so knock that battery off my shoulder, please.
Let me know how to get started in there.
But yeah, it's time to start watching that, getting back up to speed on this so that you can make some informed decisions when it comes time to do your brackets.
Yeah.
And all right, well, let's play another clip, and I'll just do another quiz for you. See if you can tell me what year this game was played. Here we go.
Just picked up a 35-yard touchdown run from Lydell Mitchell to take a 10-6 lead over Detroit. 3rd and 1, and fumble picked up by Nate Wright to the 20, 15, 10, 5. He goes in for a touchdown.
All right.
Turnabout is fair play.
I'll say, how do you like that when it happens to you?
Nate Wright, 9-year man out of San Diego State, picks up the fumble and runs it in for a touchdown.
Oh, and that can change it around. It was so easy for the Raiders on those first 3 touchdowns. Minnesota, everything happened to them.
I shouldn't even be talking about this, but power.
I'm telling you, the late 70s, I think.
That's right. You're very close. Yeah, it's 1978. That was in that year.
I was going to say
Raiders,
79.
yeah, the Raiders didn't even make the playoffs that year, but they had a winning record, and I think because of that, John Madden, I think he set a record. It's probably broken, but he set a record for the most consecutive seasons with a winning record, and he ended up retiring after that year.
He only really did about 10 years.
Yeah.
No.
10 years of excellence, though.
Oh, yeah, he won 100 games in 10 years. He was something right.
Yeah, that was a bad game for the Vikings. They really couldn't do much. It was kind of towards the end of the year. I think they made the playoffs, though. They kind of snuck in. They always seemed to get into the playoffs in the 70s. But that was really
that was after Tarkenton left.
Yeah,
So,
that was when they had Tommy Kramer came in. Yeah, and they had some other guy named Bob Lee who was not very good.
Oh, Bob Lee. Yeah, remember Robert Lee? He had one big game on Monday Night Football back in the day. Semi-famous. That was about it.
Yeah, but they had great names on those teams. They had some good receivers still. They had Sammy White and Ahmad Rashad.
Mm-hmm. They
And
always have good
they
receivers and they always have good linemen.
Yeah. They had the defense was still pretty awesome into the late 70s. But they aside from after they played the Raiders in the 76 season Super Bowl, they didn't get back to the Super Bowl after that until the late 90s when they lost to the Falcons. But they did have good. They had that guy Nate Allen, or is it Nate Wright, the guy that returned that ball for a touchdown. He's the guy that got burned on the Drew Pearson bomb. You remember the Drew Pearson push-off play?
Yeah.
And he was a spark plug. I watched a bunch of games where he actually was blocking punts, and he did a lot of little things to make himself, good player. And the other thing I noticed about that clip was that Vince Scully was doing the play-by-play.
Oh, yeah.
He did a good job, with the NFL, I really thought.
Oh, yeah, he could do anything pretty much.
Yeah, people don't realize he did more than just baseball.
Yeah.
And the other guy that was good was, the other announcer was Alex Hawkins, who was the guy that got he got fired, I think, after his comment about Roger Staubach, which we played last week.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So I guess that was the same season. I was in the playoffs. That comment I guess they made it to the championship game there. I don't know. I hope I don't have my years mixed up. But anyway, he was the announcer that was in that controversy. So
I have sorry, just to step in there for our audience. I was going to mention that birthday, born on this day, 1940, was John Hadle, quarterback for the Chargers and Rams.
That's right.
He passed away in 2022, unfortunately, but he was 82.
So did he take the Rams to any NFC championship games?
No, unfortunately. He did take the Rams to a 12-2 record in 1973. And they lost that first round, I believe, to Dallas. First playoff game. Yeah.
But didn't you say did you say to me that he did he go to NFC Championship games with somebody else?
I never went to the NFC Championship game. He went
Okay.
to the, he went to the AFL,
Playoffs.
American Football League. He took Chargers to 4 championship games.
Oh, okay.
He
So
won one of them.
he did his damage in the AFL.
Yeah, AFL, he was big time, yeah.
Mhm.
It's strange. Back in those days, stats are a bit different. When we only had a 67.4 quarterback rating and a 50% completion percentage. But back then, in the 60s, that was good. He had 244 touchdowns. He was like in the top 10 when he retired.
Mm-hmm.
But he had 266 interceptions.
Wow. So he had less than half the number of touchdown passes as compared with interceptions. Is that what you're saying?
No, he had 244 of the touchdowns and 266 interceptions.
Oh, okay. All right. So he just had more interceptions than touchdowns.
Yeah. But even his most productive years, he had a lot of interceptions. But he was winner.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, passing was harder back then to get those numbers for various reasons, but it seems to me one of the big reasons is just the rules were not as strict with defenders in terms of using their hands and pass interference.
They weren't protecting the quarterback, that's for sure.
Yes, they weren't. Like if the quarterback got tackled hard, that usually wasn't a penalty.
No. He got slaughtered anytime.
Yeah. So it was a real defensive league for until I guess the early '80s. But it's still a lot of fun to watch, and we could go on and on about how things have changed. Well, let's go to a break. We got something I can play for you. It's not going to be a video. It's more of an audio from the Cheech and Chong record, Sister Mary Elephant. Have you ever heard this?
Oh, of course. I grew up on that stuff.
Yeah. I listened to this when I was a kid, and it's pretty funny. It all has to do with substitute teachers. Remember how when you had substitute teachers, there was this like excitement in the class because you knew that they're going to kind of probably lose control of things, and you could kind of people goofed on them and stuff. I did feel bad for the substitute teachers.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for them. Well, we had regular. Oh boy.
All right, that was our Sister Mary Elephant moment.
Back in the 70s, man. You heard the guy did get a job finally? Keeping people from hanging out in front of the drugstore.
Now, Tommy Chong made a pretty good living out of that character.
No, yeah.
He did kind of get into trouble after that.
Yeah, Cheech became a big time actor too.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm sorry that they didn't use Cheech in the halftime show of the football game. Yeah, he could. I didn't give you the clip, but there's a funny clip from Up in Smoke where he's dressed up in kind of women's outfit.
Alice Bowie.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you were right about the Super Bowl and I was wrong, but I was just, as usual, being a homer, trying for my team. But what I did hear was that Drake May had some health issues in that game. He was not 100%. He looked tentative to me when he didn't want to run, and I could just sense that was hurting him a lot. He wasn't much of a threat to run.
Yeah, it was much. I've heard about that too now after the fact. But yeah, because he was pretty. I don't know. He just wasn't there until the last quarter.
Yeah, the whole offense was just like the game plan. I didn't like their game plan. The first 3 quarters, they weren't running good plays. Like you got to run quick hitters and get 5, 6, 7 yards on first down somehow to put yourself in decent spot, because Seattle's defensive line was just teeing off on them.
Seattle didn't do that much better in the first half, especially. Seattle wasn't much better themselves, but they got it together.
Yeah, but then Seattle had enough running game to put those points on the board, get those field goals, and get ahead, and that's all they needed.
Yeah.
And the Patriots' defense was pretty damn good, I thought.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, New England fans. I did the best I could, but it just wasn't in the cards this year. Though the future looks bright for them.
They made a little noise in the fourth quarter there. Almost got themselves back in there. And
they kind of had a glimmer of hope, in the fourth quarter, and then he threw that interception. That was just a killer, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Seattle wins its second Super Bowl. Good for them. And
defense is just something else, and that usually makes the difference right there.
Right. So that's a team that's going to be tough to beat next year if they stay healthy. But that's always the issue, is can the team stay healthy? That's a big reason why repeating in the NFL is hard to do.
Yeah. I think Darnold will be okay. He probably that's what he needed. He just needed a team that he could rely on. He wasn't that terrible a quarterback, He was on that.
Darnold?
Jets. Yeah. The Jets almost ruined him.
Yeah, he didn't have to do too much. He didn't have to take a lot of chances. He has a good run. He had a good running game, that great defense, and some good receivers. So he was set up it was a nice situation for him. And
pointing out that he did throw a lot of dangerous passes there. Trying to sneak him in there, and he got lucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a little bit more time here. We can talk about NBA and MLB.
Baseball.
And you want to talk about baseball a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
My Pirates right here. They made some pickups this year in the off season. They got Ozuna, who's had some good years as a DH, I think. And they got him from, was he with Atlanta? And so they may actually have some pop in that lineup. And they got
said something about their power rankings.
Yes. Yes, they're not at the bottom, right?
Right, they're like 22 or something.
Yeah. I don't know if they're projected to come out of the basement of the NL Central, but they're probably not too far behind the Cardinals. So, yeah, I think they have a shot at winning maybe 78, 79 games. Who knows? And they got the starting pitching, of course. They got Paul Skeens, and then this guy Bubba Chandler came up towards the end of last year, and he looked good. And Mitch Keller is always a tough cookie there at number 2 starter. And then the other 2 guys in the rotation, I can't remember their names, but not bad guys at 4 and 5. They got some relief pitching. The other guy they got picked up, Brandon Lowe from the Rays, right?
Yeah.
And they got this guy coming up that a lot of people are really excited about, Connor Griffin. I think he plays shortstop and he can really hit. And of course they have O'Neal Cruz, who's got all this talent. He just needs to kind of harness it and channel it in the right direction.
Yep. I think I found the thing I was looking for.
Ryan Reynolds, good player. So, and Bart at catcher. So, anyway, some people are excited about the Pirates in Pittsburgh, and hope springs eternal, until the season starts.
I was reading one interesting thing says that they expect St. Louis to end up in the bottom, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking, isn't it? St. Louis has always been a good team, but they've fallen on hard times. They lost. I don't know. They lost some pitching. They don't have a lot of great pitching anymore. They were relying on
hitters,
they were relying on guys that had some big numbers that they acquired, like Nolan. Was it Arenado? Or I forgot his last name.
I think it's Arenado.
Arondo or Arenado.
Arenado. Nolan Arenado. He went to Arizona. Arizona should be
do they have? Who else do they have?
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Ooh, see.
Do they have Goldschmidt?
He went to New York Yankees, but I don't know where he is
Yankees.
Now. I don't know where he is now. That's a good question. I think he was waiting hand.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's find out where he went. There it is. He is now going to be. I showed him on the Yankees, so projected. Where is he going to be? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well,
to be honest with you, he was really good in St. Louis, of course. Yankees re-signed him. Okay, re-stand.
Cardinals just don't really scare me. The Reds, I guess the Reds have some talent. They have De La Cruz and some other good players, but I think it's going to come down to the Cubs and the Brewers as usual. And in the NL East, it looks like the Phillies, though the Mets may have made themselves a little better, right? With some of their, did the Mets pick up some hitting?
Well, I know they lost the big guy, first baseman. Let me take a look here.
The Mets lost Alonso, right?
They lost Alonso. Yeah.
They got Bichette. They got Bichette.
Yeah, Bichette. Yep.
I don't know.
Peralta and Jorge Polanco.
Oh, they have Peralta.
Yeah.
He's a good pitcher. Yeah.
So the pitching staff should be their strength again this year.
Yeah. It seems like the Phillies are going to have the best record in that division to me. And then the NL West, obviously the Dodgers. I don't know. I don't see anybody taking them down. And then American League, the Yankees and the Blue Jays and the Red Sox.
Blue Jays and the Tigers still, and the Yankees are the top three there.
Mm-hmm. But the Red Sox.
Mariners too.
What about the Red Sox? How are they ranked? Do you see what they're in the power ranking where they are?
This one has them at number 6. So
well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You got the Dodgers, and then number 2 is Blue Jays, 3 is Detroit, 4 is New York Yankees, 5 is Mariners, 6 is Red Sox, 7 is the Brewers, but 7 is the next NL team to see.
Oh. And what about the AL West?
Mariners are expected to take that.
Oh, Mariners. Yeah.
You got everybody else is fall, I guess. Houston, and they're number 11.
And then the Angels must be way down there, right?
Yeah, my Angels are way back there somewhere. The A's are number 18. The Rangers are number 19. Rangers 19.
Oh. Yeah, the American League is pretty sketchy. You know, there's
Angels are number 28 out of 30.
oh. Who's the worst team? The Rockies?
Yes. Rockies number 30. Yep. They won 43 games last year.
Yeah.
Which is almost a record.
Well, at least they get to play Coors Field.
Yeah. The Nationals and Angels at the bottom three.
Okay. All right. Well, we got baseball coming up around the corner, and then of course we got basketball going on, NBA. I do want to give a shout out to my Celtics, who are have the second best record in the in the Eastern Conference this year. Did you know that going into the All-Star break?
No, I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
Just now coming on to catching up on the basketball. Of course, you got the All-Star game today. It was a crazy All-Star thing you came up with.
Yeah, are you going to watch the All-Star game?
Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. It's actually like it's like a tournament, a mini tournament.
Yeah.
Playing against the world. International stars versus American stars. They're all NBA.
Is that what it? Wait, what is that? Is that the game? It's international versus NBA.
Yeah, it's a format. They got four games. Okay, they're only like 12-minute games. A round robin, and whoever emerges as
come on, doesn't that seem like a bit of a cluster? You know what? I mean, who can keep track of that?
Try to get some interest in it, I guess, but that's what I wanted to check out. It's got to be basically all the stars in the NBA that are from foreign countries are on one team. And then they got two other all-stars. We got the older guys like LeBron and company in one team, and then the younger kids in the NBA in another team. One's called Stars and one's called Stripes. And they're going to play the world. This crazy round robin thing. They play each other twice, I guess. And then it comes down to whoever the top teams are, they play for the final.
Good for you for keeping track of that.
It was nuts. I was looking at it and go, what the heck is this thing?
Yeah. I think I'll probably be on a bike ride or something, getting some exercise.
They tried this last year, but it was a different format.
Yeah, it's just like for the NBA and the NFL, the All-Star game they never got the formula figured out to have a meaningful game.
4 12-minute games in total.
Have you
1-1? They take the point differential, by the way. There's a time.
Have you seen?
Crazy math.
I got a question. Have you seen the guy from San Antonio recently playing Wembanyama?
No, I have not.
What a force, man! I saw the Spurs take down the Thunder, the defending champion Thunder.
Seen the stats, but I haven't actually seen him play.
The guy's just he's really become the most dominant player in the NBA. And
the world team, by the way, you got Denny Avdija, Portland, Luka Doncic, of course, Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray, Norman Powell, Sengun, the guy from the Rockets, Pascal Siakam, I don't know all these guys.
Yes.
Names.
He's good.
Karl Anthony Towns on the world team. And yeah, the guy you mentioned, Victor from San Antonio, is also on that.
Yeah.
Giannis was injured, and so was Alexander. They were scheduled to be on that team, but they're injured.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's going on. And then we got NHL going on, and I really have not kept up with the NHL more than just. I think I'm kind of aware that is it the Avalanche are.
Yeah, the Avalanche had an incredible start.
Yeah, they're just a force of nature and unstoppable, I guess. It looks like in the West, and then I don't know what's in the East. It's up for grabs. I guess Florida is still pretty good, right?
Yeah, Florida teams are really good. Yeah.
I don't know who else in the East, but
The Lightning is on top of the planet.
are the Bruins any good? The Bruins have a winning record, right?
Yeah, they have a good record. Actually, gosh, everybody in that. Oh, let me think. Hang on. I gotta widen my screen.
Yeah, I think the Bruins and the Penguins also have had some nice spurts where they were winning a lot of games.
Every team in that Atlantic Conference has a winning record.
Yeah, that isn't that kind of funny?
Yeah.
Like, because that's the way you get if it's tied, then at the end of regulation and then you lose in overtime, you don't get credited with a loss. Right. So that's why those records are all inflated in the NHL. It makes all these teams look pretty good.
That's true. That's true. Not too many really losing teams, but the Rangers.
The Rangers, yes, and the Maple Leafs are probably pretty good.
Maple Leafs are okay. They're only 7th in their conference, though. But that's a tough conference.
Yeah.
And we got Hurricanes here, and then top of the Metropolitan Conference. They got different names again. You know, our conferences names have changed over the years. Remember that? Used to have a division and a general division.
The Norris division.
Norris division, yeah. Now they got Atlantic, Central, Pacific. I guess it makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Avalanche 37-9, by the way. 37-9, and 9 of those OTLs.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a clip here we can play before we close. It's from that Fire in the Sky movie. Want to see a guy take an lie detector test? This is pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I remember that crazy movie.
Again, Section 107 of the Copyright Act for educational purposes.
See an unidentified light just above the tree line.
Yes.
Did you see an object hovering above the clearing?
Yes.
Was it saucer-shaped?
Sort of. I've never seen anything like that. I have to say no.
Flashback.
Did you see Travis Walton approach the object on foot?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see a bolt of blue-green light envelop Travis Walton?
Yeah, man, I told him. I exploded all around him.
Did you believe Travis was killed by the red light?
Now, how do I know? Just know that I didn't kill him.
Did you personally dislike Travis Walton?
What kind of question is that? Huh?
Simple yes or no will do.
Yes. And no.
Have you withheld any pertinent information regarding the disappearance of Travis Walton?
No.
Did you create this incident to get out of your logging contract?
No.
Did you or any of your crew murder Travis Walton?
Absolutely not.
Yep, they you there, Brian? Well, I may have lost Brian. That was the closing clip there I was playing from Fire in the Sky. What it's like to take a lie detector test. Can't be pleasant. Oh, Brian's back. You back, Brian?
On button.
There you are. That's what it's like to take a lie detector test. Have you ever taken one?
No, I never have. No, I can imagine it makes you pretty nervous.
Yeah, they can't be too pleasant. I mean, you know, it's like I'm sure that needle measures every fucking thing that's going through your brain.
George Costanza can beat it. It's not a lie if you believe it.
Well, the background is there were 5 of these guys that saw the alien spaceship abduct their friend, and all of them passed the test except one who was like his chart was unreadable. Apparently, it was just all over the place. And that was the guy that had the personal animosity and the basically had a fight with the guy that disappeared.
Yeah.
But eventually the guy that disappeared showed back up. He turned back up crazy, is like you can imagine, naked in a phone booth.
Yeah.
And basically had this story about being abducted, and these other guys swore they saw him being abducted. So what do what can you do? I guess it happened.
And it's very possible, very likely it happened.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, who am I to say that there aren't aliens out there? And we know they're
Obama says they are real. You hear that?
Oh, is that what he said?
They're real. Yeah.
All right. Well, I believe Obama.
He was president.
Well, anyway, thank you for being on. I had a good time talking to you. We don't know. It's nice to get a chance to go one-on-one with you. And we are going to finish with some highlights from the Raiders' 1978 season, last season for John Madden, and some good clips. I think we got a Chargers game against the Raiders that I have on there where the officials totally missed the call because the Chargers guy caught the ball, crossed the goal line, but he stepped out of bounds when he crossed the goal line. So I think that's no touchdown, isn't it? If you step out of bounds, I don't know. You tell me.
You have the ball and you cross that plane or whatever.
If you have the ball and you cross the plane you're inbounds when you cross the plane, but you step out of bounds.
Yeah. You can start inbounds. I don't know.
It's like that's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still valid because don't they give you credit for the touchdown if you just touch the pylon with the football?
Yeah, I've seen that. But maybe you're right. Maybe because he didn't. If he finished out of bounds, maybe that's not.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to end the show relatively on time. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching, and we'll be back next week. And I had a great time talking to you, Brian, and I'll just have a super week. Okay.
You as well, my friend. All right.
All right.
Take care.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
And this is brought to you by Funhouse Games Company. Check out their website. They got some great hats that are going to be ready. I don't know if they're all ready now, but Abe is ramping that operation up, and hopefully he'll tell us more about it next week. Abe, I hope you're back on the show next week. We miss you, okay? And you too, Bo and Dorothy. All right. Have a blessed Sunday, okay, everybody?
Yeah. All right. Night, folks.
All right.
The following week found San Diego in Oakland for a Western Division rematch. A aggressive linebacker Ted Hendricks forced a fumble that number 76 Mike McCoy picked off in midair. Then, on a fake field goal, Dave Humm's pass to Casper kept the drive going. The Raiders rolled with Van Egan and Whittington, utilizing blocking by Dalby, Marvin, Upshaw, Lawrence, and Shell. But again, a thrilling San Diego-Oakland game would close in controversy. On fourth down, Lester Hayes, number 37, ended Charger hopes. But an official saw it differently than Raider players and John Madden, and San Diego had life. The Chargers' winning tally created more controversy when the receiver appeared to step out of bounds, making the catch. Both 1978 finishes in this series would be long remembered. San Diego 27, Oakland 23. As pro football's winningest team, the Raiders create sellouts, and did so again in Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. The Raiders were on the rebound, and safety Jack Tatum turned alert play to an Oakland plus. All-Pro Dave Casper had 7 catches for 112 yards, and Arthur Whittington rushed for 134 yards. First Raider rookie to top 100 yards in a decade. On the final play, Oakland captain Willie Brown and Lester Hayes ensured a 20-10 victory. The Raiders' John Madden became the 13th head coach in NFL history to win 100 league games, and only the second in modern times to achieve this remarkable feat in just 10 seasons.